Hey everybody, and welcome to 20XX. Looking so forward to getting into this here today. I'm Nox, and I'm joined here by...
Hey Nox, it's me Vic, and I'm ready to see some action today at 20XX by Dapple Productions.
We're seeing the splashdown online here for Big Fat Seek House, and they don't have a lot of time left. The Reef Slider coming out, able to trade, but the Booyah Bomb does reach the zone, but it's not going to be enough. That's Max Area taking this game, putting us into a game 5. 10 ticks left on the timer. Looks like Beaver has this in the bag, though I could still be proven wrong.
Wait, if luck paints enough of the zone here, they could take here. The strike's coming up, but I don't think they're going to be able to get enough of the zone with them so close. It's just like a 2v2 on the zone right now. So close for Dormi Fasola Do. They're almost capping that zone in multiple ways.
There are triple ink strikes ready, but they're having to use to break out of spawn, which is not where you want to need to use them. The crab tank also out. That's a lot of specials wasted.
Yeah, and they still don't have this zone, and with only 10-ish more ticks down, they have to go for this zone right now, and I think that Beaver is aware of that.
Beaver definitely seems to be the big bubbler coming out, going to allow this mini to just outpaint and outlast, and that is the set going to Beaver. Looking less dominant that game, but still incredible gameplay coming out from them. Once again, every time they're pushing, even if they're not getting more points on the board, it really makes all the difference as long as they don't get wiped out here.
No, and all this extra paint that's going down here by No Idea is not helping Duck Motif. But with almost everyone gone here, it's up to Red Shell to stop this Rainmaker. Unfortunately, unable to. That's the end of the game.
Yeah, Vexen not able to find anything that time. But they just need to focus on keeping paint laid down here and not getting picked off. Zombie drawing aggro, not going to be able to draw it for long enough, but they're going to be able to paint for long enough with that Junior and Snipe Rider. Looking to keep it down. They might be able to outpaint these trip strikes. It looks like they did. They just need to keep painting the zone. They just
look at all this paint coming out.
With this chance, they have Wildcard is 2 down, and the Members of Moonlight are moving in fast here. We do see J-Bass getting another pick, but that's a wipeout. And Basil's able to run that Clam right up, and they get 2 in, immediately taking the lead. And we do see Nolan getting those trades, and they want to get some extra clams there. Down to 60, but we do see another jump in, and they're able to get the clam in. 3 down on the side of Wildcard, and Moonlight picks up.
We saw how great of a position they were in before they were moved up on. So this Booyah is going to come out, going to take that space, and we'll see if Wildcard lets this stand in the last 10 seconds.
We do see multiple trades going over. Moonlight is able to take the lead, but they get the wipeout, and that is gonna be a really wow.
Just off the top of the gates.
And they're still pushing. I mean, we're 2 minutes into this game, and they're still being as aggressive as possible. Able to trade with that blaster. We do see that bubble girl up there. We see a lot of picks going on there. 2v2 on the board there. We see the shot jumping on tower to make sure they don't get that checkpoint. The Zap trying to do whatever they can to stall it. They are able to get it 2 down on the side of Tsunagi. We see the members of Sun Eater all jumping in here, and it's down to this. We see the Julie Scorchers able to get another push there, able to take out the blaster as well, and that is a wipeout. Sun Eater gets shut down, and Tsunagi stays in the game. Sun Eater pushing up again. 2 down on the side of Tsunagi. Sun Eater is just, they've been so aggressive this whole entire set there. Able to get another push online. They want to get that KO there. They are able to get another push. Bubble able to just hold it out for that checkpoint. 2 down. They reach that checkpoint again. They want to try to cross it. The Julie Scorchers denying them, and that is another wipeout, and Tsunagi throws them out again.
Get ready for the next battle, ladies and gentlemen. Stay dancers in between. My name is SPF Dark. We're coming at you live here on Dapple Productions to bring you day 2 Top Cup of 20XX then here. And so King is pulling every stop he can to try and break through this line here. I do hear the Kraken. The Petrol is coming out here, but PMC does stop that Carbon Roller as points are still ticking down. And I don't think there's enough presence, enough power from King to stop this zone here. Oh man!
No, it's not enough weapons from doing any damage to them, but Bonk here with the Kraken moving the rest of the players down into the jaws of their teammates, but force that jump.
I thought to get a little bit close there over the ledge there.
The good thing about this is that they're going to be coming in as a unit. The bad part is Ascension no longer has penalty points, and this is pretty much their last opportunity to cap the zone once more and apply penalty points to keep themselves in it. But with their blaster going down, and so is their pen. That is so much pain off the field, and our last two are forced into this corner. Both Sam and Chiva really want a bite of him, and Chiva's gonna go in for the kill. Take one, take two, looking for three, and just like that, that is enough time stalled. That is game Ascension with another win under their belt.
Any issues? Omega does drop down with Tactical, could be proving a bit of a menace there. Does unfortunately go down, but we're going to be right back in the action as Devin clears the path with the Kraken, pushing Moonlight back even further. The easy and empty checkpoint at the ready here, being able to clear it without too many issues now, and they're on a roll right now, and this is where things get very dangerous for Moonlight.
Oh my goodness, Dangerous and Tien with a wipeout Phoenix. Phoenix held it so strong in the tower. Dark, this could be the end of the game. This could be the end of the game. Everyone on the tower for EZMD. The players of Moonlight scrambling to just try and get them off. They aren't able to. That final checkpoint is cleared and to the podium, but it's not enough for EZMD. 3 points left.
Getting 3 down with 1 blast. Could very well just won the game with that end because Moonlight doesn't have the pressure or the presence to recontest that. What was that?
It is very likely they will make a push of their own soon. Booyah Bomb, maybe their calling card that they need. I do see Basil active with that back, but so does the opposing team. No, that's actually a bubble for the side of EZMD. And Silver! Silver! This is, dude, you stop playing with me. Silver, you cannot keep getting away with this. You cannot think that is over. That's it. That's it.
15 seconds left. PXG cannot do a single mistake now. They need to hold.
Overtime pushes are very tough, but a team like PXG can surely do it because they broke through their penalty. And that lead now is closer than ever before, but they lost 2 players in a row. 2 down on the side of Azure, but it does not matter. They captured that zone. There was a little carbon roller behind. They're trying to push forward a little bit, but Azure is holding ground. They're opting not to push in as deep, to play a little bit passively, and it worked because they got the first plant, and they got the second plant, and they got the third plant on PXG. Just Noah alive, who opts to jump back. Effective wipe on the side of PXG and Azure early on the zone capture pad and early on defense setup. Azure is on their way to KO. 25 points remaining. Gray gets shot out of the air. Neutralizes the zone with the triple splash, but it's not enough. Azure back in control with 2 players down on the side of PXG. They have 1 push left. 2 players down on the side of Azure now. Matching 3 players down. There's a delayed wipe actually. They can finally capture that zone. They're going on the side, getting the defense from Yoshel, and that lead from 8 suddenly doesn't look that big anymore. Pat. It's only 40 points remaining. PXG look like the comeback. They're only 2 ticks away from a lead swap. But there it is! And now the Tides suddenly have third. They just have to maintain it. 2 more ticks and a triple strike. The seal the deal when we thought that Azure would win. PXG took it back. PXG holding onto the Rainmaker, trying to find a way forward, but they're hesitant. They're waiting for the green light for the teammate. And there's the green light. Almost planted by a suction bomb. Huge point scored from PXG. 20 points remaining. And Splat Azure. 3 players down and also break to the first checkpoint. It's still going. The push hasn't ended yet. 3 players were down. PXG pushing it further and further. Still Pat Azure cannot find a way. What PXG was experiencing. That's what Azure is experiencing right now.
And Gray is going to be punished. Azure using their special just to keep the Rainmaker here. Wait, the Rainmaker is getting bumped by PXG, and they have the vacuum active. Thunder able to drop it, but wait, is it still up? Yes, it's still up. It's not over, Hat. It's not over.
I don't know how PXG is keeping it in their spawn, but they're doing it. They're not even picking it up. And because every single time they pick it up, they get split up instantly. And they get 3 players down on the side of Azure. I don't know what's going on. Gray picks it up. Gray jumps up and slams it down. Another KO on the side of PXG. 60-37 may seem like a big lead, but in the map like Undertow Spillway, where the endpoints are, I feel like, a lot longer than the first points, it's not that huge. And like I said, it is switched already, but this is going to be such a back and forth fight. Big double by Omega there, as EZMD gets wiped out by Moonlight.
Omega is forced out. EZMD now on the final checkpoint. Hat, I don't think we're going to go to the 5 minutes. I think we could end it here.
It's very close. 3 players down on the side of EZMD though. Moonlight somehow took it out.
EZMD uses their specials on the zone. Azure uses their specials on EZMD. And there's no penalty, Hat. That's going to be game number 1.
What is happening with that elite? I quickly
Yeah,
looked
not
at
sure.
that. That was something. Okay. And
Yeah.
now they are starting to fight back. But Pat, look at that score. It's already at 34.
I mean, Azure answering the call from EasyMDM. Look at that, 2 down. They didn't play penalty. They didn't
That's the
play
lead.
penalty. That's the lead. And EasyMD's push did not work. There's the vacuum. There's Volty in the vacuum. That's terrifying. Phoenix surviving that. I do not know how, but the vacuum ends it. Azure gets game number 2.
Defending their winner side bracket spot. Azure tends to knock them down into the bracket reset. They are bringing some interesting weapons again. Of course, the Slosher against the 96. Early double splat on the side of Azure though. That was sure triple splat actually. Oh, the wipeout! With that machine, Weebomb coming out, trying to do some damage, trying to pull players back. They lost 2 players now though, Pat. This might be the opening that Azure was looking for. A wipeout as well, Pat. Azure now in big trouble.
PXG played patient. PXG always methodical. And right now they're in position. They're pushing to that second checkpoint. Can they break through it? All of Azure there to defend. 2 down on PXG, but the bubbler will allow them to stay on the tower. They break the checkpoint. But they're tied. They're tied. They went tied. Azure holds.
no way.
1 minute left. And Azure holds. Volty is already pushing forward in position. There's still more splats coming. Hat and a vacuum. Zinif is diving forward.
They took the
lead. 2 points, and it's only the last minute. It is not over.
This is big, but the Rainmaker still miles away from that checkpoint. From that lead checkpoint, 15 seconds remaining. Nobody seems to pick up the Rainmaker because they know everyone from Azure is alive. 3 effective players down on the side of Azure though, Pat. 5 seconds remaining. 2 players down again, and it's the frontliners as well. It's just Thunder alive, who doesn't have a crab tank ready. There's no tacticooler as well. This might just be the moment. PXG getting massive splats left and right in that spawn. Can they switch that lead up? Again, a wipeout on the side of Azure for PXG to secure this game and secure their spot as the winners of 20XX Series number 6.